I hope all of us have the packet tracer. So let's do some practical on it. We will create some basic topology. And I hope all of you have the packet tracer installed on your system. So what you need to do, I am going to use the router A, putting the name here, the router A. Okay, another router is here, the router B, and then another router is here is a router C, because we have used the three router. If you remember, the three router is there, router A, B and C, right? For which topology I am talking about? The topology is there, this topology. Okay, so this topology have the 10.0.1, 10.0.2, 10.0.3, 10.0.4. Okay, so here I am using the one switch, and one switch is connected with the PC. In other hand also I have the one switch, and this switch is connected with the another PC. Okay, so I am going to make the connection in between, like ETS0 will be connected with this interface. So I am going to make the ETS0 here. ETS0, another interface is ETS1 will connect with this, and ETS01 will be connected with this, and ETH1 will connect with this one, and this is connected with here. Okay, and this is the PC0. So this is one interface. If I want to check the interfaces, go inside the preferences and always show the port label. So you can see the port label is here, GIG 0/0/0, 0/0/ this one. So first I am going to put here, this is the network. The network is 10.0.2.0/24, this one. Other network means I am not going to the same example. I am giving the 0.0.1. One no is 0/8. This is the network is here. Here I can use the another network. Here I can use the another network. It's depend on it. 12.0.0.0/8. And here you can use some other type of the network. Either any network you can use, like I am going to give the IP address is 10.0.3.0. This network, as I have told you already, the example is given here, so that is why I am using the same network. Here is 10.0.2.0/24, and this is also here is one another network. This network is 10.0.1.0/24. So I think all of you know about the /24. It is 10.0.4.0/24. So the IP address of this interface is, for this I am going to 0.254. Here it is 0.253. And here is 0.254. Here is 0.253. Here is this interface is 0.254. Okay, so what does it means? Here also the 0.254. So right now I am going to connect the PC as well. Here the PC is connected and this PC already connected. So right now the first thing I am going to configure the IP address. Like here is PC and I am giving the IP address for the PC. The IP address is 10.0.1 because this network is .1.0. Instead of the 0 you can use 1, 1, 2, 254, any number. So I am giving the number is 10 to this, and the subnet mask is a slash 254. 24 slash 24 means 20 bit for the network, like, and default gateway will be 0.254. So 10.0.1.254, this is the default gateway. Okay, so the IP address has been given to this, and now open the CMD and use the IP config and check the IP address is there. Now I want to connect with the, or I want to ping with the 10.0. So it is able to communicate? Of course no. Why? Because there is no another computer which having this IP address. So I am going to configure this router. So I have provided the IP address. So you can see this has been green light is blinking here. So right now on the same network I am using the IP address or pinging with this network, and you can see it is able to ping with the 10.0.1.254. So there is a connectivity established between the PC to the router. Okay, so right now I am going to access or enable to another interface, like selecting the interface GIG 0/0/1, where I will give the IP address is IP address 10.0.2.254 and 255.255.255.0. Same thing I will do on this switch on another router. On another router I am going to configure enable configuration T interface GIG 0/0/0 and IP address 10.0.2.253, subnet mask 255.255.255.0, and no shutdown. Okay, in another interface I am selecting the 0/1, and where I am going to put the IP address 10.0.3.254 and subnet mask 255.255.255.0, and no shutdown. Similar, I will do the same thing on this PC. Yeah, I have done all the configuration. and also provide the IP address to this PC. The IP address of this PC is 10.0.4.10 and subnet mask will be 255.255.255.0 and default gateway is 10.0.4.254. This is the subnet mask or the IP address. If I want to connect with this system or I want to ping with this system, like here is one system, another system, and I want to ping with 10.0.4.10. So the result is destination host unreachable. So what is the meaning of this destination host unreachable? What I have told you already, it means there is a no root exist for this. So there is a no root. Root means yes, there is a problem. So what is the problem? If I am going to exit and again exit, so IP root. So you will see this is the actually command to checking the IP root. So you can see 10.1.0 is directly connected. 10.2 is directly connected. Okay. So 10 is to directly connected, and so what is the my thing? I will ping to this. I am able to ping this. Now I will try to ping this network. So I will use the ping command and give the 10.0.2.254. So you can see I am able to communicate with this, right? But there is a 253, the IP address, I will not able to communicate. 253, this interface. So this interface request is timeout. Means my packet is reaching here, but it is not giving reply. Why it is not giving reply? Why it is not giving reply? So Control Z for exit, show IP root, and on this interface you can see there is a no entry of the 10.0.1. Means this router does not have the root of the network 10.0.1. It have the network 2 and 3, but it just don't have any address to for this root, right? So how you can do it? You need to add this root, default root, or you can add the static root. So whenever you will add the static root, like when added any data, means go on a configuration terminal, and where you will do some steps or you need to do some task here. Means you need to define the IP root, then you will have to define the root. Root means the destination prefix or the which root you want to define. Like the IP root is a 10.0.1.0, this network. Then you will see there is a subnet mask. The subnet mask 255.255.255.0. Then where to forward? Forwarding the router address, or you can put the Ethernet or the gigabyte Ethernet. There is a two options. Two options means, for the example I am setting the root here. Like if any packet which is having the IP address is 10.1.1, this network will be forwarded by this router, means this interface, or I will define this. Means there is a two option. One is a option to the Ethernet gigabyte interface address. Another is a next hop address. Next hop means this is the next hop. So either we can enter this interface, either we can use this value. This value means you need to add this IP address 10.0.2.254. Either you can enter this interface GIZ 0/0 means anything you can use. So like I am going to use the next hop address, and the next hop address is a 10.0.2.254 and hit enter. Now I have designed the IP route, and here I will show the do show IP route, and you will see this is directly connect. This is static entry and via this interface. Okay. So again I am coming here and run the same command. So you will see we are getting the reply from the router because of the routing table. So there is one more entry I need to do. This interface entry means this network entry 10.0.4. So what I will do, I will add the same entry 254 if any data coming for the 4 network to transfer by. Right now I am giving the interface address. Interface address is GIZ 0/0/1. So this is the entry will be out from this interface. Okay. So right now there is it must be pinged with this interface. So let me check if I am able to ping this interface, like ping dot .10.0.3.254. So it is not pinging. So okay, no problem. I am going to close this one. Now I am going to do some. Okay, there is I am going to ping this one first. Means I am able to ping the default gateway or not. 10.0.4.254. Yes, I am able to ping. Now I am trying to ping this one. Ping 10.0.3.253. And yes, I am able to ping this one. Now I will try to 254. So yes, I am able to ping this interface as well. Okay, but can I ping with this? So let me check. Ping 10.0.1.10. Destination host unreachable. So what is the meaning of it? Means there is no entry for this interface is here. There is no entry in a IP route. Control Z, show IP route. There is no entry in this routing table. There is no entry. That is the reason if there is no entry for the 1, so where it will be forward? Don't know. This router don't know. If any packet is coming for the 10.0.1, so where the packet will be forward? This router don't know. So you need to make make an entry in a routing table. So how you can make the routing table entry? IP route, and route is 10.0.1.0 and subnet mask 255.255.255.0. Where it is forwarded? It is forwarded to this interface, this IP address. This IP address is 3.254. This is the interface address, this. Okay. So when the packet is coming for this interface, will be forwarded to this router. Okay. Now show IP route. So yes, here it is 10.1. So now I am running again the same command or the same. So right now it is try to connect with the 10.0.1.1 and it is saying request timeout. So what does it mean? Does it means my packet is reaching to the PC but not coming back? Reason, because when this packet is coming back means 10.0.4 is coming back, so this router don't have the entry of the 4 inside it. Is there any entry? No. Show IP route. This don't have any entry of the 10.4 or the 3. There is no entry, neither entry for the 3, neither entry for the 4. So what you can do, you need to configuration. Configuration means IP route and then the route for the 10.0.4. If any packet coming from this network will be forwarded to the network 10.0.2.253, this interface. If any packet which having this IP address or this network address will be forwarded on this particular interface or this hop. Now let me check what happened. So again I will try to the same command, run the same command. Now you can see the both PC can communicate with each other. Both PC can communicate with each other right now. So how it is possible? By the static route. By the static route. Okay. So now every configuration is done and they can communicate with each other. So do you understand about this? But right now if I will try to ping with this 3, so this network like 10.1.0.3, ping 10.0.3.253. So what is the result is destination unreachable. Can you tell me why it is giving the information this one? How you can solve this problem? Why it is showing the destination unreachable? Do you have any idea? This router, when I will run this command do show IP and route. So you can see the route for the 4 network is there. 1 is there, 2 is there, but 3 is not there. The 3 entry is not there. That is the reason this is actually the packet is going to this router, but this router don't know where to send this packet. In this case, it will discard the packet. It will discard the packet. Otherwise, I have a default entry. Default entry means default route. So how I can set the default route? IP route and 0.0.0, any IP address, any subnet mask will be forwarded to the next hop, and the next hop is IP address 10.0.2.253. This is the default route. And now if you run the same command, show IP route, so you can see there is a default route. So I have done the default route, and when I will use the ping command, so you can see right now it can be ping, because it know if any default route means any packet, if any packet will come on this route, so it will be forwarded to the next router. Similar, if I will try to ping by using this command here, I want to ping with this 254, like I am going to ping and using the 10.0.2.254. So the destination host unreachable. The destination host unreachable means there is a no route. So why there is a no route? Because there is a no entry of the 2. Either I make the static entry, either I will make the default route. I will have to set the default route or the static route. So there is a neither static route for the 2 or neither default route is there. So if I will set the static route for this, like when any packet come for the 2 will be forward on this. I have made another entry. So here we go. Now it can communicate with each other. Reason, either the static route, either the default route must be exist on every route. So how you can see the route information? Simple command show IP route to check the IP route. Show IP route. It will display the route. Where you can see the C means directly connected or the local connected. S means static entry. Here is S, and S means there is a 2 entry, static entry. So similar, this command is used show IP route to check the IP address, and this command is used for making the entry of the route, static route. This is the way how I can add the static route, and here is the way where I can use the default route.